Let's talk about retirement plans and early retirement specifically, why so many people won't ever actually retire. You've probably heard the stat, 90% of people will never retire. It sounds dramatic, but when you dig into the numbers, it's less about fear-mongering and more about a harsh reality. Rising costs, flat wages, and a lack of financial literacy have come together to make the perfect storm in which retirement feels more like a luxury than a foregone conclusion. So, how do you avoid joining the 90%? Let's break it down sans sugarcoating. First, let's get the elephant in the room. Retirement plans aren't all about stashing cash in a 401k or IRA. It's about strategy. Most people think working until 65 is the default path, but life rarely sticks to the script. Medical bills, layoffs, even just caring for family members, the best laid plans get derailed by one thing or another. Early retirement? That's even trickier. It requires aggressive saving, smart investing, and a willingness to live below your means, something many aren't prepared to do long term. It's not the saving that seems to be an issue, it is sustaining. Inflation chews down your nest egg, healthcare costs escalate as you age, and market volatility can destroy the gains overnight. For many, retirement is a mirage without a backup plan. The thing is, financial independence isn't just for Wall Street types. It starts with understanding your numbers. How much do you really need to retire? That old 80% of your income rule was a misnomer. For some, it might be 50%, for others, 120%. It depends on your lifestyle, debt, and health. Let's say you're 35, earning $60,000 per year, and want to retire at 55. Using the 4% rule, you'd need roughly $1.5 million invested to safely withdraw $60,000 annually. But if you slash expenses, downsize your home, eliminate car payments, that number drops fast. The key is flexibility. Now, let's talk mistakes. People overspend on housing, underestimate healthcare, and ignore compound interest. A 25-year-old investing $500 per month with a 7% return hits $1.4 million by 65. Wait until 35? You'll need to double that monthly contribution to catch up. Time is your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Another pitfall? Debt. Credit cards, student loans, and car payments drain resources that could be compounding. Tackling high-interest debt first frees up cash flow for investing. What about passive streams? Side hustles, rental properties, or dividend stocks will bridge the gap between savings and reality. It's not about working forever, but it's about building the systems that will make money for you while sleeping. For example, a $300,000 investment in dividend-paying stocks yielding 4% nets $12K/year, enough to cover basic utilities or groceries in retirement. Combine that with tax-advantaged accounts, such as Roth IRAs or HSAs, and you've got a layered safety net. But let's get real, systemic issues play a part. Pensions are disappearing, Social Security is on shaky ground, and wages haven't kept pace with inflation. A recent Pew Research study found 56% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency, let alone save for retirement. This isn't just personal failure, it's a structural problem. But waiting for policy changes isn't a strategy. Control what you can: spending habits, education, and income streams. Now, are you on track? 1. Calculate your FI number, times your annual expenses by 25. So if you are spending $40,000 per year, aim for $1 million. Next, automate savings. As little as even 10 to 15% of your income invested regularly can total a large sum. Take every employer match you can in those retirement plans. It's found money. You want to consider diversification, balance risk against growth. Then there is the insurance. A major health crisis can wipe out savings, so an emergency fund and adequate coverage are important. Early retirement isn't about quitting work, it's about having choices. Maybe you freelance, consult, or pursue passion projects without financial pressure. The concept of FIRE, financial independence, retire early, popularized the mindset, but it's not one size fits all. Some people really thrive on extreme frugality, others prefer a slower, steadier course. What matters is your actions aligning with your goals. Let's not forget about the psychology here. The fear of running out of money keeps many working past 65. In fact, a Northwestern Mutual survey reported that 46% of retirees regret not having saved earlier. Counteract this by stress testing your plan. Utilize tools like Monte Carlo simulations to view how your portfolio would hold up in market crashes. If necessary, adjust your withdrawal rates. Flexibility reduces anxiety. Finally, seek advice but vet your sources. A fee-only financial planner can give you advice tailored precisely to your circumstances. Steer clear of get-rich-quick schemes or high-fee investments that chip away at your returns. Knowledge is power, and small, consistent steps add up. Widening the playbook, maneuvers they don't teach you. Retirement planning isn't only about spreadsheets and stock picks. It's about behavior. Let's say you've nailed the basics, cutting expenses, maxing out retirement accounts. What's next? Geo-arbitrage. This fancy term means relocating to areas with lower costs of living. Imagine retiring in Portugal or Mexico, where your dollar stretches further. You're not just saving, you're upgrading your lifestyle. A $2,500 per month budget in the US might feel tight, but in Thailand, it covers a comfortable apartment, meals out, and travel. Then, of course, there's lifestyle inflation. Every raise or bonus is a temptation to upgrade your car or house. Resist it. Redirect 50% of windfalls into investments. If you earn an extra $10,000 per year, funneling $5,000 into a brokerage account could shave years off your retirement timeline. Healthcare costs are the wild card. Medicare doesn't kick in until 65, and premiums rise yearly. Consider a health savings account, HSA, if you're eligible. Contributions are tax-deductible, growth is tax-free, and withdrawals for medical expenses aren't taxed. It's the only triple tax-advantaged account available. The hidden power of side hustles: ditch the 80-hour workweeks. This side hustle can be a low-effort, high-impact venture. Rent out that spare room on Airbnb. Sell digital products, such as ebooks or courses. Tutor online. These gigs don't just pad your savings, they build skills that keep you employable. One survey found 45% of retirees return to work part-time, not just for money but for purpose. Real estate is another lever. House hacking: living in one unit while renting others can cover your mortgage. A duplex might cost $400,000, but rent from the second unit covers $1,500 per month. Over 10 years, you've built equity and cash flow. The Social Security dilemma. Will Social Security be there when you retire? Probably, but the benefits will be smaller. The trust fund will be depleted by 2035 if Congress doesn't act, which would cut benefits by 20%. Don't rely on Social Security for more than 30% of your income. Wait until 70 to claim if you can. Your monthly check increases 8% annually between 62 and 70. Mindset shifts for long-term success. Retirement is the marathon race, not the sprint. Automate everything. Set up direct deposits to savings, investments, and debt payments. Out of sight, out of mind. Track net worth annually, do not track it daily. Obsessing over every market swing leads to panic selling. Frugality is freedom. That latte isn't evil, but mindless spending adds up. A $5 daily coffee habit costs $1,825 per year. Invested over 30 years at 7%, it becomes $180,000. Small leaks sink great ships. The role of community. Surround yourself with people who value financial independence. Online forums like Reddit's or /Fire or local meetups provide accountability and ideas. Learning from others' mistakes accelerates your progress. Final reality check. Retirement isn't a finish line, it's a phase. Hobbies, volunteering, or part-time work keep you engaged. The goal isn't to stop contributing but to contribute on your terms. Geo-arbitrage: stretch your savings by relocating strategically. HSA maximization: leverage tax benefits for healthcare costs. Side hustles: build extra income streams to outlast your career. Social Security realism: plan for reduced benefits. Community matters: learn from those ahead of you. The bottom line is, retirement is not an entitlement, it is a reward to the intentional mind. Whether that means retiring early or retiring comfortably, none of that has anything to do with math. Just tune out the noise and focus on your numbers, because the best time to start was yesterday. And the second best time is today.